Oh, really?
Yeah. So you got the mic to.
I accidentally just get things right. The correct answers just fall in my lap. That's how I would take my tests at school.
That's why you seem to like come off as a good employee, right? That's why that thing happens where like everyone says you're a good employee and you're like, I don't.
It's because the things coincidentally fell in my favor, and it was a sequence of events after that.
They just
at
work
that
out.
point.
They just work out. We never decided on topics. No, not decided. We weren't going to decide on topics, but we were going to discuss some.
There were a couple topics we were going to discuss. I have a rubber band.
There were a couple things
It's on
that
the
we
floor.
halted.
I don't respect that. It was my rubber band. I put it on the floor.
There were a couple things that we halted for the podcast that we were like, save it for the podcast. We're here now. What we going to talk about?
I wanted to drop some news.
Yeah.
You know, if there's nothing that comes to mind right away.
Mm-hmm.
As a shock, probably to many of you at home, I'm going to go to an Android user. I'm going to become an Android user.
Oh, yes. That's right.
I'm switching from iOS to Android. I'm going back to superiority.
What phone?
The Galaxy Z Flip 5.
Ooh. Alvaro, can we get a...
There's no need.
Alvaro doesn't support it.
Alvaro absolutely supports it. Of course he doesn't, because
I mean, a bunch of people just cheered. Right?
it was not. It was definitely booze.
People didn't just cheer?
No, it was definitely booze.
Damn, they
or
booed.
he put the or it was the drum kit. Like I told a joke.
So your everyday phone is gonna be one of those like it's the new
I can flip it half close. That's all I need to say.
it's the ones that flip like
vertically.
horizontally, right? Like it's not a book.
It's not a book.
It's like the Motorola.
It's a notepad.
Yes. It's all sick. Notepad, not a book. This guy knows his paper products.
You see?
Ow.
Working in a hotel has its benefits. You know, because we gotta put notepads down on tables.
Mhm,
It's a part of the job.
You've been at hotels for a while now. You might be considered a hotel veteran. How long has it been? Nearing on 5 years, right?
5 years, and that whole time I suffered through having an iPhone.
That's 5 years is enough to be considered a vet in like a league, right?
I don't think so. 5
Yeah.
years? No
No.
way. That's so young.
8 maybe.
8 sounds about right.
You're like almost a hotel veteran. How does that feel?
Well, it feels great. I mean, it's been easy the whole time. It has never been a single point where, like,
It's being part of the rat race.
being part of the rat race. Look, all I'm saying is that I didn't study for this, you know? I walked into a hotel and, you know, I could check people in and out.
Yes,
And it was
of
pretty
course.
fun.
I sound like a liberal cuck talking about the rat race like that.
We all want to get out of the rat race. Nobody likes the rat race. The rat race has been trying to escape since Ford created factories.
Yeah.
People were like, we're making cars and there are rats.
Back in the
We should race.
Back in the Steve Harvey
We
working
are
for
rats.
Ford days. Remember when Steve Harvey used to work for Ford?
Steve Harvey worked for Ford?
Yeah, he talks about it. He in the movie about his book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. He goes, ladies, when I used to work for Ford Automotive Industry, they used to give us a 60-day tryout. They would hire us for 60 days with benefits withheld, and if we did a good job, then we would get the full employment benefits. This is what you got to be doing with these men. And that's like the whole like 90-day rule, I think.
From Steve Harvey and Ford?
Yeah, from Steve Harvey and Ford. Steve Harvey and the Ford factory. They help women all over America, you know, hold on to the cookie, as they say.
I'm
The movie Think Like a Man is for some reason like,
It's a movie?
yeah, it's like with Kevin Hart.
I didn't
a
know
bunch of
about
other
it. I'm
people.
sorry. I did not know about this movie.
It's one of those like, you know, mid 2010s like rom-com, like fully black cast comedies. I caught that movie in like the perfect time of my life. I had just like lost cable like a couple years ago for some reason. I don't know if you grew up with like basically having access to like every channel. Like you didn't have to pay anything extra. It was just like, like the general cable that everyone had access to.
Yes.
I grew up with that as well. And then out of nowhere, one day you needed to have like the Comcast like box or like one of these like, networks to like be able to watch Disney Channel and all that shit.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Like I came home from school one day and like I didn't have Disney Channel, Nickelodeon or anything. And I just like ended up turning on like Channel 7 and it was Glee. And I was like, is this High School Musical? This is pretty cool.
An accurate reaction to seeing Glee.
It was not High School Musical. Glee was like my first gay people.
It was your.
Yeah, I didn't know what gay was until Glee, bro. It was like intense gay.
Is Glee full of like gay people?
No, but Glee is like the gay bully that like bullies the gay guy only to like
be gay himself.
Scare the gay guy thinking he's gonna beat him up, and then in reality it's like I'm gay and I want to. I'm just so brave. How do you? I admire you so much. That's why I beat you.
I want to be like you.
But yeah, anyways, so I
would make fun of my girlfriend for watching Glee. Like, not make fun of her, but I would watch it with her, and I would just... It was a musical show to me.
Glee,
I didn't think anything of it.
But Glee is fun, man. Glee is a fun show. It's just like
I've heard
over
great
the
things.
top. Me and Alvaro caught it at the
Sam's
perfect
mom
time.
from iCarly is the gym coach there. That's... I respected the show for that.
That lady's a legendary actress. I can't remember her name right now. She's like a super
Kimberly
lesbian.
Lawson.
No. Not at all.
Who's that? Who is that?
No, I don't know, but that's not her name. Her name is like she sounds like a lesbian. But I got home from school and all the channels
Karen.
were missing. No. All right, listen.
Sorry. I had to tell her one more time.
So I got home from school and all the channels were missing, and that was fuck, dude.
I sort of remember that.
I forgot what we got onto that. We were talking about something else.
The channels were missing because I was
No, I was telling you that the channels were missing because
there was a point where you didn't need to pay for cable. And then one day,
damn, dude, and I had a thing too. Anyways, take it.
I want to go back to the fact that I'm switching to
Android.
Android.
Was that I brought up the thing about
I'm switching to Android, all right?
Mhm.
And Apple got sued. It's
You're switching to Android
in celebration.
Apple is about to be forced to like possibly
accept Android.
innovate for the first time in forever.
No, they're forced to accept Android. To not make
Right,
it horrible
but-
to text iPhone users.
Yeah, but they're also the whole thing that they're doing will force them to innovate.
Yeah, man.
Because based
But
on your
every
argument
phone
as
is going to
well-
innovate.
Listen.
Every phone will innovate with it.
Well, no, but listen, your argument is always that Apple can't innovate because of the monopoly that they have. So it's like they have no incentive to innovate.
Yeah.
And now they're going to be forced to if they want to actually keep up sales.
Absolutely.
So you're leaving Apple when they're going to actually start picking up the slack and like start doing better.
Let's see.
I mean,
Maybe they stay
might not.
lazy. And
but if they
Samsung
stay lazy,
and
they'll
Samsung
lose their
Galaxy,
position.
Samsung Galaxy and Google win
That's the
ahead.
thing. Outside of the U.S., isn't Samsung the big dog? I don't know.
Probably.
Isn't that how it works?
Probably. I
Isn't
mean,
Samsung the big
everybody
dog?
still wants the iPhone around the world, though. But yeah.
Not in Asia.
Really?
I don't know. Isn't Asia like Samsung territory? Right.
I'm pretty sure in
Thailand
Korea,
and all
because
that
Samsung is from Korea.
Who has Huawei?
Huawei?
Because isn't Huawei huge somewhere?
Is that a phone brand?
Yeah. I used to think it was called Hawaii. I didn't know how to spell, even though they put me in a spelling bee in the first grade.
You were in a spelling bee in the first grade?
That was my first experience of feeling chosen. I
They
was
were like,
oh,
you can
shit,
spell.
I can spell? I
They-
lost like the second round.
They tried to force that on us. I spelled the first word wrong instantly.
You weren't a spelling bee?
They forced us into it, and I'm pretty sure I went up and like spelled the word wrong, like on purpose, because I was so upset that they made me be there.
How hard was the word? How many syllables?
No, I don't remember because it was so irrelevant to memory.
I know.
I
can't remember
thought it
mine
was like a few, like I thought it was like a class thing, and then they put us in front of a stage like in the cafeteria. It wasn't like
Yeah,
how it is in the
stage
movies.
in the cafeteria. That's how it was for my elementary too.
Exactly. And
Dude,
then,
that's where we used to have the dances. Shout out to Henry and Flagler. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Did you have performing arts shows on those stages? The dances.
We had this thing called Flagler Idol. Can you believe that? Yo, that's part of my
All right,
lore.
we had the idol, the something idol. It was called something idol.
Something
too.
Idol.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like
They had
once
like
a year.
the notices.
But then it was just like
It's American Idol.
maybe once a month or every 2 months or something. We would have like a dance in the cafeteria. Like, you know, you would leave class an hour early on a Wednesday, and everyone would go to the cafeteria and they would play music for like an hour, and everyone would just run around and get in circles and just look at each other.
In what grade? Elementary?
Yeah, that was like from 1st to 5th grade.
This sounds like a blast. No, I was in a charter
Yeah,
school.
It was a blast.
My charter school had us wearing belts and pants with the letters SASP on it, and if they would uniform check us for that.
They had us wearing green and brown pants in Henry and Flagler, bro.
Is that
Crazy
it?
color scheme. Green, brown, and yellow, but no yellow pants.
Is that? But you could, but like
some
how strict
weirdos?
was
Some
the
kids were really
universe?
weird, and they would wear brown shirts. Everyone would wear green, yellow, or white shirts with the Henry and Flagler thing. Some kids would have brown shirts because that was like one of the school colors.
What's your problem
But
with
it
the
was
brown
just weird.
shirts?
It would
Why?
just stick out.
That in summer in my
I
charter
bet
school,
if I saw it now, I would be like, "That's fresh as hell."
the brown shirt.
Like
I would say the
within
brown
the
shirt.
context of being in Henry and Flagler Elementary.
Oh. Okay.
Shout out Henry and Flagler Elementary.
I'm not gonna shout out the school that I went to because I hated it. Every staff member there was a monster, except for one, the band teacher, classic.
Hate is a strong word.
Hate?
You're,
Nah,
you're
I mean,
placing that towards an administration that cares for children.
They cared for their pockets. It's a charter school.
Oh,
Oh my God! The vice principal got arrested for his third DUI.
we had the AC on, bro. Fuck.
Does that fuck everything up?
No, it doesn't fuck it up, but I mean, no, we're gonna post it anyways. We're too early into this to be worrying about background noise. But we have to turn it up.
Damn, the AC.
And I had just gotten comfortable, bro.
I wish I had like a snack.
He hates me right now. He's like, I can't believe this is the talent that you always talked about. Wow, well, you're definitely gonna get us there.
I can see the road right now. We're on the way. It's all yellow lights.
Yellow lights. You better step on the gas if you don't want to get left behind. Yo, people really like simple little wordplay, like uses. The other day I was like with a couple coworkers, and we were talking about how like Miami is just like not like a city that fits us. You know what I mean? And they were both talking that they want to get out to Texas and like buy a ranch and go to like not like Dallas or Austin, to like a more like remote area. Don't get me wrong, that's my dream too. Like me and I will talk about that
Like
shit
being
all
away
the
from
time.
the city.
Yeah, but I just feel like that's something that you can't do yet. You know what I mean? Like not at the stage that we're at right now. Like,
No, man, that's like a late life thing.
Exactly.
Later.
Exactly. And I
Because
was-
you're getting away from the energy. I'm interrupting you.
No, you're good. You're good. Like you're saying, you're getting away from.
You're
the
getting away
energy.
from the energy when you're older. You don't want to do that when you're younger because you got the energy to be in the energy.
Boom! I didn't even think about that. I was just telling them that like we don't have like anything right now. Like we don't have like assets or anything right now. Like we haven't like acquired anything. You know what I mean? What are we gonna go in the middle of nowhere for? Like without
Be away
anything?
from everything. Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense.
There's no point
Once
in
you
it right now.
accrue, then you move out into the middle of nowhere like Will Smith and you build 100,000-yard
I don't
acre
think
mansion.
Will Smith lives in the middle of nowhere. I bet he lives in the middle of like one.
Have you seen how big his fucking house is? How many orphanages were knocked down to fit that massive house? That thing is huge.
Probably not an orphanage.
Isn't he the
but, like,
largest?
they probably knocked down like a large animal.
At least 3 or 4 national parks.
No, national parks are massive. Dude.
Have you seen?
They're like the size of 3 states.
I won't lie. The Will Smith house is like old news. So there's probably like so many celebrities have come and gone since that news came out. They probably have way bigger mansions.
Pagada.
How big would you want your mansion? Can you have a mansion too big?
I don't think I would want a mansion, bro.
Coward.
I
How
don't
do you
know,
how do you
just-
measure success without a house that you cannot possibly fit anything in?
I don't know. I just
You can't fill that house.
To me,
That's how you measure success.
I feel like a mansion is like kind of like one of like the things that makes you unhappy, right?
Am I
Because
too
you're,
loud?
Like, you're in a mansion, you're like alone in this like big empty space, and you're trying to fill it up. You're like, I gotta fill this empty space, and you fill it with meaningless shit. You know what I mean? If you're in a smaller house, I feel like that whole thing is like easier to fulfill. Humans
that's
adapt
true.
easily, right? So just like live in a smaller place, and you'll not want that much shit in your house.
What the fuck is
Maybe.
But that's what I'm saying. You know
I don't know.
what
Maybe
mean?
you get rich and then you live in a small place, and you're like, "What the fuck am I in this tight, cramped space for?
What am I? Modest? Exactly.
What am I living
saying?
in a closet for?"
I'm you know, like depending on, I guess maybe depending on your level of success, but I assume, like, let's say you're like Kim Kardashian levels of success. The whole world knows you around. I don't know if there's people bigger. I just had to pick the first one that came to mind.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian's super
You
big.
you buy a mansion, you buy a small house, and you're like, this doesn't represent, you know, my scale, my influence. So you buy a mansion that is huge, and you can't fill it with meaningless stuff, because then you're playing into the sad rich life, because you're like, I'm trying to fill holes. No. You have to have the mansion empty, furnitureless.
Like Kanye West. Remember when Kanye showed those pictures? He's like, "This is the new crib," and it was just like a fucking empty parking lot.
You're fucking lying.
It
Is
was
that
like,
true?
It was like, check out the new crib, and it was like a fucking parking lot with a stone bench and a fridge.
Like a street lamp buzzing. It's not even fully on.
And he was like, "Kim loves it." I love Kanye. He's back fully.
He's visited Germany?
Probably, right? Oh man, I think he like reverted on everything. I think he like took everything back. or
You're
something.
fucking lying. That's not
Yeah.
true. Kanye was like, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't mean it.
I think he did a like, my bad, y'all. I was having one of those. We all know.
no. But I released the album, so
That's-
I'm
that's-
calm now. I'm
That's
calm
pretty-
now.
I feel like that's pretty like that's a good outcome from Kanye. You know what I mean? For him to be like, my bad, y'all. I did one of those again, right? To display self-awareness.
I guess. I mean, yeah, good that he displays self-awareness. You did say that he does it every album. So he was like, sorry guys, you know, I started making music and I got a little bit of my feelings.
What's the next one though? Is he
Yo,
gonna?
you think that's what it is? He starts to get crazier the further he gets into making the album, up until the day before, like he makes the last song and he's like, I
think maybe like
goes
when-
on Twitter, says some ridiculous shit.
Yeah, maybe when he's gone a long time without releasing music, he starts to feel like, yo, did they forget? Did they? You know what I mean? And he wants to be like, I'm that for me and Hitler.
He was just pulling names. He was just trying to get rep. He was like, you guys,
What do you-
I'm as big as.
What do you think would be the next move he pulls? Like, if he wants to do that again, do you think he would have to like? do you think he would have? Do you think he would have to like actually?
I think Latin
enslave some
America.
people?
I think Hispanic music is starting to blow up mainstream more and more.
Yeah,
Right? Is that true?
100%. Yeah, like since the pandemic, basically.
So I feel like Kanye is gonna try to take a hold of that at some point, and I think. I don't know what artist he may work with, because I think he works
But
with
I don't
artists
think he's
sometimes.
never really like gone into new genres. He's just kind of like
No.
always made like a different style of his own, like
of his
style
own
hip-hop.
music. Well,
Not to ride Kanye's
no,
dick.
but maybe I don't know anything about Kanye, but maybe just a targeted audience, you know. And I feel like there's a lot of Latin American dictators that he might be able to choose from and relate to in one of these high moments. You know what I
Angel
mean?
has a point, dude. Kanye's next big move might be collabing with all the big dictators.
He's gonna start bringing in Trujillo.
That's crazy. But I'm gonna be honest. I see Kanye, if he's gonna start doing that, 1,000% he's gonna collab with Putin, or like it's gonna be somewhere cold. You know what I mean? Or Argentina. I can see. Oh yeah, Argentina.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But Argentina has their new president that's like fucking shit up
In the good way?
in the good way. Yeah.
Oh my God, isn't he clearing out drug cartels like it's a video game?
I don't know if that's what he's doing. I'm not sure.
Oh,
I don't want to say he's not,
okay.
but
Okay.
I know that he's like
Did Argentina have a drug problem?
He's firing a shit ton of people,
Oh,
like in
In
politics
office.
that are like fucking shit up for them.
okay.
Anders is very happy.
Anders
I
says
love you,
Anders says
Anders.
it looks good. Like it's looking
Yeah,
good
yeah,
for Argentina.
Anders is very happy about that. It's not looking.
He's
good.
into
Argentina's fucked. They've been fucked for a while, but this is like a step in the right direction. Shout out Anders' grandma. Hold on. Strong woman.
Hold on.
She's a strong woman.
She's
Oh, I think Anders is actually there right now.
he's in Argentina.
Right?
Feet on the ground.
He might be. I think he was, because he told me he was leaving
That's the first
when I
time.
was editing the podcast, like next week, he said. So yeah, he might be there right now.
He's actually in cahoots with the guy who's firing people. He's giving him advice. Our friend is
In cahoots?
yeah, like they're in talks.
I guess that works, yeah.
You know?
Usually in cahoots, I think is like describing
They traded
your
the
opposing
they
faction.
traded the group numbers.
What does that mean?
Kahoot. The quiz game. They're in each other's group.
wait. What do you... Kahoot was the shit, dude. That music fucking...
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think that saved a lot of teachers.
And the names, bro.
The
names was the funnest
ridiculous.
part. Oh, man. I would always do some stupid shit like...
I would
I
put
can't
my name as
remember.
name.
You would put your name as name?
That some shit like that or something basic.
What would I
Super
do?
general.
I think I would do like characters or something. I want to say that I would do like shit that's inappropriate, but I don't think I would do shit
No,
like that
no.
back in high school.
No. Cause I honestly it was the teacher was gonna remove you instantly if you did something profane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the teacher never looked happy whenever they did it, so I wouldn't want to do that.
Oh, bro, we would put each other's names.
That's what
we
I was
would do.
thinking.
Yeah.
Ethan, it was me, Mike.
we would like Ray would put his
You could
name,
tell it's
and
true
I,
'cause-
and I would put like real Ray now.
No, you're lying. Real. I never thought about putting like pretend. Oh my god, that's so good. No, I would never have thought about putting like real, as if I'm trying to clarify that I am the real
Dude,
one.
when you look back at school, doesn't it seem so fun?
There was not a single day. No, I there's not a single day that I didn't enjoy school. I did not have the same school experience that everybody else had.
Like there was not a single day
That I didn't like just
like,
enjoy.
you enjoyed it a lot.
That was my prerogative
Okay.
every day.
Yeah, we were social guys. I would always say that I was
From
like,
elementary
I was
school.
Like,
I failed 6th grade, and that was almost a wake up call for me. Like maybe I should start taking school seriously, but all it kind of did was made me like open up my social circles more.
you could have graduated with us, but instead you got saved by the fact that the year you were supposed to graduate, the pandemic happened. Isn't that crazy?
I was
you would've
saved in my
graduated
6th
our
grade year because I didn't have to work to graduate on my senior year. My failure was
your
my
sixth
greatest
grade year
success
saved you on your senior year.
because I didn't have to work.
That was crazy.
COVID saved me. COVID didn't save me. It made it easy.
COVID made me and Alvaro quit on college.
Fuck. That is the
Me and
opposite
Alvaro were
end.
straight up like, I mean, I'm just gonna keep going. And then COVID happened, and we were like, nah, what the fuck? Digital class? Yeah, okay.
Same
I'm
tuition.
here. You have to log into the Zoom meeting. Nah, what the fuck? MDC. Shout out MDC, dude.
I mean, while you were doing that, I was slicing bread at Panera. And
that's
doing
when you were
nothing.
down bad,
I was
right?
just
That's when
cashier.
you used to be a sad boy.
Dude, I remember. No, I was that was my.
Every
I
time
was
you talk
blissful
about
ignorance.
Panera, you're like, oh, those days.
Panera was great. Panera was blissful ignorance.
You look back at okay.
It's blissful ignorance. I had a great day at Panera, but I stressed because, like, at that point, I was like, "How do you even move from here?" I thought I was strapped. I thought as soon as I got the job at Panera,
That's what you mean, yeah.
I was like, "This is it. This is dead end. I don't know how to move from here. I have no prospects." But I never stressed because Panera was a fucking daycare. It was a bunch of high schoolers with the one GM, and we fucked around 24/7. It was literally just.
I think we're starting to tick over off.
He remembers. That's all it was.
What do you mean he remembers? Still there, man.
Yeah,
Go
but it's not
relax.
the same.
No, it's not the same.
That's
at
all I'm saying. It's different.
Fortunately,
It's just a
Alvaro doesn't
job.
have
He's
to-
working. He's
He
making
doesn't
more.
have to babysit them anymore.
Yeah, he's not making, and he's making more
This guy
money.
babysat teenagers for like 3 years, dude. How many
No.
years do you think that took off of you?
How long were you How long were you managing for?
2 years.
2
Guy
years.
babysat teenagers and also was like one of his coworkers, like father of their son, basically being like, "No, it's okay. You can go take care of him all the time." That was inappropriate, right?
I don't understand.
I didn't land that right, but whatever.
All I know is that my GM, the one that I knew, was phenomenal lady, and the one that followed, I don't know who's the GM with Alvaro right now, but the one that followed is the reason that I quit.
Right. That's the one that he like.
He just disrespected
You came
me.
back from like a 1 week break or something, right?
I don't even. Did I come back from a week break? No, it was COVID, and then I started to work again, and he just casually disrespected me, and I feel like a child looking back because I kind of I overreacted, but I was like, I don't know, he didn't like me, and I didn't know why he liked me, and Emily was, and I had another coworker who was bothering me because she was throwing fits.
Yeah, but you also like he was the new manager, right? He was someone that came in.
Yeah, he was the new general manager.
You saw that like this guy clearly doesn't like you, and it's like, oh, what are you gonna do about it at this point? It's not like you're gonna be able to do anything about it with this guy not liking you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like, all right, whatever. And I started to not like it. And then one day this girl complained to me, and I was like, hey, I'm not coming to work anymore. Goodbye. And by then, these two had become managers or producers. They had become managers. And then one of them, like 2 months later, like called me on the phone. He was like, listen, I understand you quit, but it was actually like 6 months. He was like, I understand you quit, but you have to send an email that says you quit. And I sent an email that says, Dear Panera, this is my letter of resignation. And I sent the email. And it was a great experience through and through, the whole thing. I think it was truly, it was like it was a real prologue.
Quite a few people of the group passed through Panera Bread.
Really?
Potete, didn't Joseph get there at one point?
Oh my God. Everybody was
Monse.
going to the job. It was like, it was crossover events where it was people who worked at Panera Bread.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It was a pretty iconic store.
Foot Locker kind of.
I mean, it was one of the busier ones on Miracle Mile.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's still there.
Oops, I've pinned us.
So
You might want to
This guy doxed us, dude.
just dox us.
Wait, doxed you at work. Don't show up to Miracle
3620.
Mile between 6 a.m. So I've been feeling a little more confident at work recently.
We both went to go talk about work.
Yeah. Oh, does that make us boring people?
No, because
That's crazy.
work is a joke. You first of all, your work is jokes, literally, and then my job is a joke in concept.
Right. Your job is a premise of a joke.
Yeah. My job is like if you look at it as a whole, it's like you can't take this seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could like. I don't even know. Why would you have events at a hotel? The concept is. Oh, is it because the people sleep there and then just go downstairs? You have no idea. I was like, why do people hold conventions in hotels? Like convention centers. This is so stupid. Like this is like, why hold a wedding here? The rooms. Dude, this is a skyscraper moment. I don't know what to tell you.
Skyscraper moment.
This is skyscraper. They're called skyscrapers because they're tall and they scrape the sky.
Thank you for clarifying.
The day that I said it to
You remember when he did that stupid shit in front of us?
Yeah,
we
dude.
like
Oh, but are
writing-
you gonna tell me like what you thought about that name when you heard it? You just knew skyscraper. It ranked you instantly. That's why it was called that.
Not instantly.
No,
but
it didn't, right?
I don't think it took that. I don't think it took many years for me. Look,
I wasn't pondering it.
No, I shouldn't talk about this. Never mind. No, but I have had moments like that where you realize something.
He
really
studied thesauruses for many years, and he saw the word skyscraper in there. All I'm saying is,
You're being a little bitch. You're being a little son of a bitch.
I
right
am.
now,
I am
dude.
being a little bitch. All right. I forgot what I was talking about.
I don't think we were talking about anything.
No, there was a reason why I was.
I really want to watch the. Well, me and Alvaro have to finish watching it because we started both of Dan Soder's specials and we didn't finish either of them. But we gotta watch it together. It's really funny.
Have you guys ever heard of Kevin Hart?
Yes. I've heard of Kevin Hart.
I'm embarrassed that I couldn't take it anywhere.
At least you admit it.
Thank you
It's
for
okay.
you looked at me and I was like, the pressure is on. There's
My
nothing.
bad. I didn't have to put the pressure on like that.
You know what Coach always says? Practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'll be practicing playing on my PlayStation.
Why do you
Wow.
think Alvaro has strayed so far from playing Rocket League ever again?
His poor heart cannot handle. My heart cannot handle that game anymore. That game is a heart attack waiting to happen to people. I want to see the statistic.
Damn, bro, you're right. It did amp me up a lot, and I have been more relaxed recently.
I want to see the statistic of how many children have suffered heart-related problems because they played Rocket League from a young age. I feel like it just messes up your anxiety.
But it can't be just Rocket League. Then that means that
It's soccer as a whole, and Rocket League may.
Yesterday with your cousin.
Really?
I was shivering.
Dude, my little cousin is so good at pissing people off, dude. He's so.
He was
good at it.
whooping Alvaro's ass.
No, he doesn't whoop your ass, but he's just good enough where he actually like is like you have to try against him. You can't just like, oh, I'm gonna go easy on him. You know what I mean? You have to try, and then if he does anything on you, he has no gauge for arrogance. You know what I mean? Bro, one time I was playing 2K with him,
It's me.
and the whole time, like, this guy's keeping up with me, right? So at the end, I had, like, caught up after, like, letting him win by 30. And at the end, I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to let him, like, win it, like, in the last play. You know what I mean? And there was, like, 2 seconds left after he made it. And the motherfucker puts the remote down in front of the TV. When I still had a chance to win, I was like, bro, like, come on. I have, like, I can't let that slide. As his older cousin, I have to teach him, like, that's not okay.
Of course. And you.
Sent it into overtime, beat him by, like, 30. I had to.
Into overtime and beat him. Oh my god.
I had to.
How
bro.
many? How quickly did he pick up the remote?
Every point that I scored in overtime, I was like, you can't talk shit before you win, or you can't
You were
you can't
giving him the
celebrate
lesson?
before you win. I was telling him.
You were giving him the lesson.
Yeah,
you have to
because I
have
embrace him talking
patience.
shit. I tell him talking shit is good. You know, it's good competition, but like you gotta wait till you win to celebrate. Bro, my cousin plays against him, and he just like. He gets really mad and like doesn't give him a chance. Like he tries to beat him by like 20 the whole time, but he'll catch up sometimes. And he starts to catch up. He talks shit.
Your cousin tries to play who?
My older cousin plays my younger cousin.
Okay.
My older cousin is Charlie, the one that I, to this day, have not beaten 2K.
I think I saw. I think we hung out one time.
Yeah, we hung out. We've hung out before.
He had the hat on.
Yes. Damn, Charlie, you brought us to a halt. You see what you did?
No, I was actually gonna completely progress.
He's
I don't know
not
why I feel like Charlie is involved with Dragon Ball Z,
He's
but
definitely not watching this. And if you are, dog, I'm sorry.
I love you, Charlie.
Well, I forgot. I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean?
womp womp. What did you just press? Oh man, I thought he pressed a button on the soundboard, and I tried to guess it.
Yo, dude, I think I made a girl
I-
nervous the other day. I was checking out.
No way. Standing behind them menacingly tends to do that.
Not in that way. Oh, come on, man. I'm trying to get back out there, dude.
Just wanted to make sure. No, I'm sure.
Oh, dude. My boss had sent me to the supermarket in City Place to like buy some ingredients that they were missing at the bar. And then when I was checking out, I decided to get that little like maple thing, right? That it was in the checkout line.
Fucking maple gum.
And yeah, put it in front of the. Put,
Fucking maple gum.
it's like mints that are flavored like maple. Directed, imported from Canada, eh?
Eh?
But I was checking it out. I was checking out like the bottles of shit that my boss sent me to buy, and then I went to check that out, and I told her to like pass it separately, and she asked me if I needed a bag for it, and I was just like, no, I don't need a bag for that. Like, you know, I didn't do it on purpose, but I was just like, no, of course I don't need a bag for that. And she literally goes, oh yeah, and like she like kind of giggles, and then I like go to pay, and when I'm like paying, she goes,
No way, like-
she goes like,
Aw, that's so cute. Don't worry, bad girl.
I feel like that was a good opportunity for me to, you know, try to maybe get her number or something, but I haven't unlocked that skill.
But how do you? But
You know what I mean, dude.
I feel like that's
Like
a
that
compliment.
could happen.
I
to
feel
you.
like that's
a
a
girl
compliment
clearing-
in and of itself.
It
You know
is. Obviously, it's a compliment,
You know?
but like,
Yeah.
don't you guys relate? Don't you think that would happen to you too? Like, maybe not right now, but
That situation
don't you
could
see it
happen.
happening to you where it's like, oh, this girl clearly thinks I'm cute or something, but you just like still don't. You know
Well,
what I mean?
100. Well, if that happened, that's what I'm gonna say.
I'm a
Like,
sedentary boy.
what I was gonna say is like, how do you figure that in that interaction? How do you turn that into getting her number? Like, you're transactioning out of the store right now. She's already put the stuff in the bags.
No, but like that's like that's what you're supposed
Hey,
to do.
baby, you look
I
a
think
little
I
nervous.
think that's what you're supposed to do.
Hey, baby,
See, but
you
you
look-
can't go in like that. You
Hey,
can't.
baby, you look a little nervous. Can I ease your tension?
Yeah, exactly. You're talking like I'd be standing behind her menacingly. I was thinking like as I was walking away, like I don't know, maybe I could have like, dude, it's that I said something.
Like, walked away and-
I was like, oh, long shift. You like, are you closing shift?
You were equally nervous. She's like,
She could tell I was trying to ask what time she got time. She was like 11, and I was like, oh, me 1 a.m.
how did she answer you? Did she answer you with like straight?
That night, the guy died.
What guy?
The guy at City Place died that night, dude. That was the same night.
You were at work?
Well, not when it happened, but that was the same night that it happened.
You see what happens when you make a girl nervous?
You need to value me a little bit more as
You
a
see-
security guard at City Place.
How many do you how many?
Now,
How many do you think
now
have
here in
concealed carry?
Florida, you can literally just buy a gun with your like ID, with your license. You don't need anything now, any kind of documentation or anything. I mean, I think it's a good thing to have access to guns, but not that loosely.
Not
Like,
that- to
I
that
think it's unnecessary. Like if you really want a gun, I don't think there's an issue with like waiting a week-long process. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
Florida is the perfect place to test that. 'Cause
I
have-
disagree because
we have a
I think
few
we're
crazy
quickly
people.
becoming one of the most populated states.
We have a few
So-
crazy people. We're quite we're kind of known as a crazy state. So
Okay.
if the craziest state can do it, and it doesn't go too crazy,
That is true, I guess.
I'll have some faith. And I mean, I don't like
what
that
do you
at all.
what do you think is gonna go better, GTA 6 or the new gun laws in Florida? Like, what do you think is gonna be safer?
Well, I think the new gun laws are going to be safer. GTA's people who play GTA online are griefers and through. They're the real criminals and thieves.
There's griefers in real life too, dude.
Well, yeah. But people, GTA 6 is going to be, they're going to have a new place to be, you know?
True.
It's kind of like, it's like the
Yo, we haven't been to a strip club yet, right? Like you haven't, I haven't, you haven't, right?
I'm gonna say no, but I think I've been to a strip club. But I have
Damn,
to
man.
remember.
I
have to remember how I've been to one.
I'm all.
But
little buoyed
I
out
feel
over
like I
here.
don't want to say yes. Like no, I've never been to one.
I want to
You
see what
didn't
the
go-
hype is about. I definitely don't
You've never
think.
been to a strip.
With you guys?
You've never been
No,
to a strip
we've
club.
never been.
I have.
You've been to a strip club.
Yeah. I want to go to
Damn.
check it out before we leave.
Why do you feel like we have special strip clubs? At
No,
that point, let's just go to like some top tier strip
no,
club.
not because I think
Like,
we
let's
have
go to
special
one.
strip clubs, but yeah, definitely. Like I want to go to a nice one before we leave.
Is Space the best one? One?
Is Space a
11.
Strip club?
11.
is that one.
It's
But
not
I
even
don't
a
think-
strip
I don't
club.
think we need to go to 11 though.
Hmm? It's a night, but
We-
they have
We
ladies,
could go
girls
to
dancing.
Booby Trap or Tootsies. We could go to Booby Trap or Tootsies that are like full-fledged strip clubs, not nightclubs.
I don't know anything about Booby Trap or Tootsies.
My cousin has someone in Tootsies that he knows.
Booby Trap.
I used to have the card for the head of security at Booby Trap when I worked at the hotel, but
You lost
I
it?
bet that it doesn't even work there anymore.
Why? Did he work? Did he look like he just started working there when you talked to him?
I bet Booby Trap is not very safe ever since the population boom.
Why?
I was trying to make a joke. I wasn't being serious. That was
A
bad.
lot of people are laying more booby traps.
Oh, we got booby traps in Booby Trap. You better check. You better be careful you don't get your booby trapped.
In my mouth. Have I ever told you about this clock?
Fucking asshole. You're basically putting the pressure on me when you do that. Yo, I feel like I haven't thought about this at all, but I'm hoping that in Austin there's like cheaper bowling, because here in Miami bowling is so fucking expensive for no reason, and I wish we could bowl like more often. You know what I mean? Like just as like yo, let's just go bowl and drink a couple beers. You know what I mean?
Miami has like 5 activities, and each of them only have like 2 versions that exist.
Yeah, expensive and then
Dumb cheap.
expensive, but like, you know, you're not trying to impress a girl.
What's
But
like the,
everything in Miami is expensive.
to
Even
be
the
fair-
cheapest things, like when you're talking about bowling, what's the cheapest
that
thing?
one
Fucking
bowling
Bird
alley had
Bowl.
hookah
Which one?
in the middle. The one in the I fucking hated driving up there.
I never wanted to go up there with you guys since you started going there.
It was Doral.
No, it's that place that you guys used to go to.
God,
in,
fuck, dude.
In North Miami, right? Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've never wanted to go.
We would get there and then it would be like no lanes, and then we'd ask for hookah, and then they'd be like,
I think the best.
I don't think we
bowling
were.
alley
I don't
so
think we were
far-
all of age at that time, but at least half of us were. Why are you fiending so hard? Let us sit down. I want to smoke hookah,
Oh, yeah.
and we couldn't even bowl. I guess that's why we stopped going though.
What would you say the best bowling alley for us is so far? The one in City Place?
We've only bowled there like once. It's great for
No,
pool.
we've gone there a few times now.
Twice.
More than twice.
We've
At
gone there
least for
3
me.
times, but twice to bowl. My birthday was one, and one time before that.
Oh, Benny's knocked out. What are we at?
51.
Let's take a break. I think right now. My bad. I think right now I'm talking fine.
I like the whole diaphragm thing is interesting to me because I like to sing,
Yes.
and you're supposed to sing from your diaphragm, from your chest,
Yes.
and I have never understood what that. It's been a guessing game for years. I've had multiple people give me advice, and you've given me advice, and
But right now you're trying to talk normal, right?
right now I'm just talking.
Okay.
But I never knew like what did they mean by talking from my diaphragm or singing from my throat, because I didn't know what that felt like. I still don't know what that feels like, I think. But I think I sing from my diaphragm. I think I do sing from my diaphragm. because you've told me about that I talk. That's where the bass comes from, and I realized that I think I over fucking compensate in trying to find my diaphragm because I don't know what it feels like, and I think I am singing already from it. And then I will search up. I've never searched up a video about singing, which was my greatest. You know how you're supposed to research things. What the internet is for.
Right, you were very proud of being able to sing without having instructions.
No, I wasn't proud. I felt like a fucking idiot. Like I one day I was like, oh, I'm gonna search it
Oh,
up.
right, the internet.
I was like, I probably could have gotten substantially better than I am now, which is probably just average, and become a better singer. So I watched the video, and this guy, and it told me about the diaphragm and whatever. I forgot what I learned.
Chest voice versus head voice.
The thing that I wanted to question, that I always struggled with, is like I don't know how singing. I don't understand the bodily function that is holding a note with your diaphragm and vibrating it and making it do the.
I don't know. Yeah, so I guess it's just like.
Oh, is it your throat and your diaphragm? Is that just the two muscles?
I don't know. I think it's the diaphragm, but
And then your
I don't
throat
know. To me, it
is-
seems like it would be the equivalent of like, you could. Let's say me and you were the same weight, right? Let's say we're both like 150, right? And you could do a pull up and I can't. Maybe that's the equivalent of that. Son of a bitch, we forgot to turn the AC off again. God damn it. Okay, but like, let's say we're both the same weight.
We're the most comfortable we've been, AC wise, though.
Yes, it was a very nice temperature. But you know what? We're gonna go ahead and suffer in the heat for y'all.
Because we appreciate y'all.
A clear, so we can join the video again.
Oh, you're right. But it doesn't have to be in the beginning. It could be anywhere.
The fucking future is now. You ever wanted to say that to...
Dude, my mom watched the first episode with the closed captions auto translate in Spanish from YouTube.
It was good?
Yeah,
Like, she understood everything?
it
was the Rimworld
majority of
video?
everything. There were like times where like when we both talked or we were slurred and where like you could barely hear anything.
Oh, the whole podcast
Yeah.
translated into Spanish.
Mhm.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's like an auto generated thing from YouTube.
I hope one day they get it to be, like, voice narrated and we just have, like, very handsome Hispanic man voices.
That'd be cool.
I don't even remember what we were talking about. Estamos hablando ahora mismo. Y en este momento estamos hablando. Sí, Joel.
That sounds like it, just obviously because it's coming from your voice. It sounds like it would be the AI thing where it's like it's Angel's voice in a different language, but it has like sexy mode on.
Well, that's
I would have to question
that's
my mom. I would have to be like, Mom, why did you put sexy mode on Angel?
Is there something you want to talk
What
about?
the fuck is up with that, dude?
Nah,
Just saying that made me feel weird.
but me too. No, but dude, Hispanic dubbing, like Spanish dubbing, has always been like this insanely sensual Hispanic man. Many times you've heard it. You can't tell me you haven't heard it.
I mean,
It's why
Spanish dubbing is so weird, bro. It's always like over breath and
It's so serious.
it's like over dramatized. Like they don't know which lines are supposed to be dramatic.
It's gold.
They'll be
Every
like,
time.
María, por favor,
Like,
yo acabo de llegar. That means I just came. Right?
do people in Spanish scream
No.
"Estoy llegando, estoy llegando"? Llegué.
I don't know,
Is-
Alvaro. Do you guys
is-
scream there?
Is that something that is ref a slur?
Ref is not a slur.
Is that what refs scream?
And if it is a slur, we could say it.
That's true. I've dealt with enough
But
of
we
them.
still have to
No.
keep it, I guess. Yo, Angel is a man of many cultures. He has dabbled in Southern
White
American.
Southern American culture.
He's dabbled
4
in
years.
Spanish.
Dominican by blood,
Wait,
Cuban
Spanish
by
or
friend.
Italian?
Spanish, but she was pretty sure she's Italian, like her background.
Shit. This guy's dabbled so
But
much.
I
he
knew
doesn't
her as
even know what he's
Venezuelan.
dabbled in.
She's Venezuelan. She's through and through.
Whoa.
She's Venezuelan.
Augusto.
She is Augusto.
How
Her
do
and
you
Augusto
feel
are
about
strikingly similar in work ethic. Like both of them, they match each other's energy. Like when I met Augusto, I was like, "This is my girlfriend." As a guy, it was crazy.
It's very obvious how much we admire Augusto.
He is our president.
He is our leader. He is a very good example setter for us.
And that's not even like that he leads us or he's an elected official within our group.
yeah,
That's
he spent some time in Ohio and came back a new man. I mean, Ohio's a war zone.
yeah.
Nobody knows what can happen over there. You can't drink the water because the water is contaminated with like nuclear waste. You walk out in the streets and it's like Resident Evil zombies, crackheads. Just
It's
like
fucked up.
walking around.
No asthma.
He got physically abused by his brother as well while he was there.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree.
Shame on you, Reynaldo.
How dare you?
Slander. Now he
But that
has
was
to
only
watch.
only because we were in Vegas, and his brother was slaying pussy, in theory.
Hey man, a little respect.
Well, that's how he
His
described
brother
it.
made me so uncomfortable, dude.
That's how he described. That's how I say that like that. That's how he described it.
There was a
And the
pretty
rest of
girl-
us, we were like,
we're
we only
being-
have one hotel room.
Dude, we're such pussies, dude. we're always finding the reasonable obstacle that will eventually come to us instead of just fucking going with it and dealing with it.
Yeah.
I was in McDonald's, just fucking. There was like a pretty girl, and I saw she looked at me, and I was just kind of playing the eye contact game. Nothing was gonna happen. I was just gonna be happy with that. I was just gonna be like, oh, dude, I flirted with a girl from 20 feet away at McDonald's.
Hell yeah.
And this guy just like, I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, and this guy just goes, "Are you like her?" And then just like to the whole group, "Oh, yo, what likes that girl over there? Go talk to her, man." I was just like, "Yo, what the fuck? Am I in 7th grade, dude? What the hell just happened?"
That's absolutely what it felt like.
Out of nowhere, dude.
Oh my god.
I just wanted to make sure we were recording.
It was dude, it was an experience going there and having somebody whose entire mission was not what we were doing.
This was Las Vegas, by the way.
Oh yeah, we were in Las Vegas. We're not even supposed to be talking about this in theory. Somebody's gonna come and jump us directly from Nevada.
This beautiful picture right here, where me and Augusto are matching, that was in Las Vegas. That was going up the staircase after we got these slushies in fucking 40-degree weather. We were in the coldest temperatures.
Strawberry daiquiris.
I don't know about them, but for me, it was the
They were
coldest
daiquiris.
temperature I had ever experienced.
We
And
were shivering. We had been complaining about the cold for the entire day and from the night before. And what did we do?
We bought slushies.
We bought
frozen
slushies.
slushies. That didn't get us drunk.
That didn't get us drunk.
We didn't get drunk till the fucking plane ride back. Because, altitude and
We also
less amount of alcohol.
spent the tourist money on those tourist slushies when we were dead fucking broke.
How much were the slushies? Like $80
They
each,
were
dude?
like, it was ridiculous.
They were an entrance to Universal, dude.
It was a cart. It was a video game. We paid for that drink. We drank it shivering as we walked looking for the nearest shelter. We walked down the longest, darkest part of the Vegas Strip.
Vegas is an interesting place when you're walking
was
around in Miami winter clothes, in Vegas winter, and you're just like being sexually aroused by the warmth inside of casinos.
It's all it
A
takes.
casino door would open, and we're just, oh god.
I never knew what the devil's temptation looked like until you were out in the cold of Vegas and they put those casinos at a beautiful. I assume 76 degrees. Ooh, my
Dude,
God.
it was nice.
You feel it not from outside, not from in front of the doors, but from around the corner. You feel the heat escaping.
Yeah, dude.
And you're like, I could gamble for a little bit if it means getting, I could warm up, I could drop a few dollars.
What we want to do next time we go to Vegas, because
Bring a bag of M&Ms.
we're not the smartest group of individuals, but we got our heads on straight. So we decided every time we go on vacation, we're just gonna keep going back to Vegas until we figure out, how to do Vegas right. Next time we're gonna go with $500 each, just for gambling.
Why would you give
My
away?
bad. I gave the plot out.
Why?
Fuck.
We could have made it big. People don't try to find out Vegas
They're
like
gonna
we had
ban us from
decided
the
to.
casinos.
They've already got. You'll forget about this, won't you?
What city is Night City from Cyberpunk?
Dude, I bet it's Seattle. No, because they went to.
Because there's a desert, right? But it's on a coast, isn't it?
You're definitely on the West Coast.
Is it on the coast though? Like, is
No.
it a coastal city, or is that like a lake or something?
No, you are next to the ocean.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's a coastal city on the west coast, and it has a desert next to it. But it is in the future, so it could just be like that.
It's It's South California.
SoCo.
I feel like, it's.
San Francisco.
I feel like it's got like the border of Mexico. Yeah, because they're on the border of another of a.
Is San Francisco on the border of Mexico? Uh-oh. Archaeology is being exposed.
Is San what? San Fran is not on the border of Mexico. It's on the north side of California.
There we go. Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've been there.
Yo,
I
where
think.
did The Rock save his daughter from the building from?
There's an iconic scene from that movie. San Francisco, 2012.
San Andreas.
San Andreas. It's not even San Francisco. San Andreas is south, I think. He dives off of. There's a point where like the shit has already gone bad. You know what I mean? The city is flooded. Dams have. I don't know how they keep movies going after
By the
this.
time that the city was flooded, The Rock and his wife in the movie had already like they like. It seems
They
like
reconciled?
it seems like they might get back together at this point.
But now
And
the
then-
daughter is in danger, and
Yeah.
this will solidify
But
it.
she's with the cute British guy and the little brother of the British guy.
At the moment.
Mhm.
Okay, so so you remember the point in the boat.
Yeah,
There's-
of course.
There's a
They
point in
drove
the
to
boat right before he goes to save his daughter. I don't know how his daughter got underwater. He's negligent. He's clearly a bad father. I don't know how they got
No,
separated.
You can't say that.
It's The Rock's fault. This guy pulls the boat up to where he is, and he runs to the edge of the boat. And me as a child, I remember seeing him run to the edge of the boat, and he dived instantly into water filled with rubble. And in my
Yeah.
head as a child, I was like, he died. The average person died right there.
Because of all the rubble?
He would have dove straight into a sharp object and pierced his head.
Yeah.
The way he dove so confidently into that water, I was upset. I wasn't upset. I was just more like, oh my God, maybe The Rock is really lucky.
Dude, and then like 3 years later, The Rock made a movie where he has a peg leg, and they were fucking like trying to escape from a mile high building that was on fire. I think it's called
9/11?
It's called Skyscraper. 9/11. Yeah, they can make a movie about 9/11 already, right?
With The Rock.
No, like we can make a 9/11 movie now. Like it's been. I'm not trying to
Pretty sure they have.
They've made many
No, like
movies about
fully
9/11.
moved-
Like
This
Inside.
conversation got away from me. I don't know what started. Why are you guys talking about The Rock?
It doesn't matter. We're here now. But do you? Okay, no. Are there like fully fledged like you know how there's the Pearl Harbor movie? Is there a 9/11 movie like that? I don't think there is. I think there's movies
I think
that
there
there's
is.
like there's like
There's like a movie about this, like acting like a story about somebody as if they were on the tower, and the whole story around that.
if there is,
It's right here.
it's right here.
Yeah, that's
Fuck.
the one that I saw.
I was wrong.
I remember it. It has something to do with the firefighters,
Dude,
and
if I don't find the movie, this is gonna look crazy.
you won't, because I don't remember it. But there's not that many. But here's what I'm saying: can we have a 9/11 movie with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Kevin Hart?
No, that's incredibly disrespectful.
Oh.
Charlie Sheen was the main actor.
Oh, that makes sense because he was almost in 9/11. He like missed his flight. He was on the flight.
That plane?
Yeah, like he had tickets to the flight and like overslept. We'll put tickets up of Charlie Sheen's tickets right now.
Proof that he was about to go on 9/11 the plane.
This is the place that Charlie Sheen was drinking at the night before when he ended up blacking out the next morning, and is the reason he got saved from 9/11.
The liquor that saved his life. This is the bar.
And here's a picture of Charlie Sheen in case you know what we're talking about. I'm not
Food
doing
Fight
any of
was
that.
my favorite movie that Charlie Sheen was in.
Food Fight.
Thank you, John Tron, for introducing me to that masterpiece.
How do we feel about Sausage Party? Remember when we saw Sausage Party?
I never saw Sausage Party.
You never saw it?
It's one of my greatest regrets.
Never seen
Everybody in middle school had seen
it?
it.
Do you want me to like spoil it?
Can you put it on the screen?
No. That look like copyright.
I remember two things. It could be two things. I remember was there a plot about food eating food?
Yeah, there was cannibalism at some point.
There was cannibalism.
Yeah.
And I remember the orgy.
Okay, yeah. That's the big
Which-
thing. That's the big thing. Like the whole movie was inappropriate already, but then you get to that ending and
Is
the
it
wo-
really out of nowhere?
it's egregious. Like
Egregious?
Like it's literally like the movie's ending. There's like the soft music, and it's like, oh my god, we did it. The plot, it got accomplished, and then out of nowhere, it's like, and you know what I like to do? It's what we all like to do, and it's like everyone in the grocery store have sex with each other, and you see like, I don't know if I'm.
There's no
tripping.
humans.
There's no humans, but I don't know if I'm tripping. But you see, like, really inappropriate shit. Like,
No.
what is clearly supposed to be like a older character with like a younger character. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what
yeah.
looks like fucking rape, too. You know what I mean?
It was a lot.
There's a lot of like really inappropriate shit that they got
It was
away with because
everything.
it's food. Yeah,
Who made Food Fight?
Sausage Party.
Who made Sausage Party?
Seth Rogen, right? Wasn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Is he a genius?
No, I don't think Seth Rogen is a genius. That like,
Is he a comedy genius?
but like, yeah, Seth Rogen is like he's a creative like mind that I respect 100%.
Okay.
I mean, he's made good shit.
I don't know anything about Seth Rogen. I mean, I know like
You kind of look like him now. You look like
don't say that.
a handsome younger Seth Rogen. Like you look like you look like
This is what
you
you're
could have been like
condemning me
Seth
to.
Rogen's
You're
like
condemning
cousin.
me to the laugh.
Doesn't he look like he could have been like Seth Rogen's cousin? That Seth Rogen is like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like I look just like you, but fat.
You think he'll take me under his wing with that? Like if I approach and I'm like, dude, I look like
You are a writer.
we look similar.
Angel's a writer.
Sure, I could definitely put pen to paper and make scribbles 100%. You ever need
I wanted to share that with the world.
you ever need a monologue? I can write about myself.
Dude, doing monologues back in theater was really fun.
I've never done a monologue. What is a monologue?
It's like a performance by yourself, but it's like kind of like a speech, I guess. It's like a scene that's just you. It's like expressing.
You play a
something.
character, or you're expressing something. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a character. You're playing a character.
And
And so like,
what's the goal? What's the goal in the monologue?
No, no importa. Sí. What are we at? On this one.
32 minutes.
32 on this one. Espérate un momentico.
That's 12
Did we
minutes.
start?
20 minutes.
Okay. Did we start talking immediately after we turned that on?
The camera?
Mm-hmm.
You've been talking before the camera was on.
Perfect. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
They will go for a little
All
longer.
right, guys. We're gonna have to cut it because my mom is here. Ven acá, ven acá. Da un besito para que te vean un momentico. Dile algo a la cámara un momentico.
We have mother love in here going on. This is beautiful.
Me caigo.
Boom.
Ah.
The beautiful
Hola,
mother
¿cómo
that
están,
created the beautiful
niños?
creator.
Ya me tengo que ir para el trabajo.
Ay, hoy se tiene que ir para el trabajo, no quería interrumpir, pero bueno. No sabía
It's time to go to work.
Bye.
We're still on the grind level.
Bye.
Until next
Yeah.
time.
Álvaro, say bye.
That was in your list.
Bye.
Ya lo acabamos. Ya hicimos suficiente.
Sí.